Suicide Silence. How you been, brother? It's been since July that I seen you and interviewed you at Mayhem, and we were talking about you guys' loss and Eddie coming in as your new vocalist. How's that been going?
Really good, man. Yeah, we had a really good just all last year, like really lots of anticipation the prior year, and then it was like the first tours in all territories, you know what I mean? Like going to Australia and going to Europe and UK and US and doing all of these first tours with Eddie, and it's a lot of anticipation for that kind of stuff, but everything went really well, and here we are in 2015, first headliner, with Amir, really good friends. I mean, shit's pretty cool, man. Like we're riding that wave again. I don't really know. We got the ball rolling again, which is like crazy, and we're happy to be back out and playing again. So it's cool.
So what was it like touring with all Cannibal and all those guys on Mayhem, man? Being around a lot of those guys that have been around forever, and Korn and.
Dude, that's the coolest thing, man. Like I've talked to Pat about like this guitar, like Pat. I love Cannibal Corpse so much. Like touring with them, like you saying that, like they're like the band that it's like they're doing it. Like everything that I wanted to do when I was a kid, it's just like they're holding it down. And I love touring with them. We're going to India with them after this tour. We're doing one show in India with Cannibal, and yeah, they're great. Like, God, I love them so much. It's so cool to like be friends with them. We just went and saw them in Behemoth.
Yeah, they were just here last week.
Yeah.
Wednesday night we had Napalm and Voivod and Exhumed. And
sick.
I got to see Iron Reagan for the second time. That band is just insane on stage,
super
man.
Just punk rock and hardcore.
Yeah, old school punk thrash. They got that early suicidal.
Totally.
Aggression, and it's really just awesome.
Dude,
to see.
I've been a fan of Ryan Parrish, their drummer, since Darkest Hour. He's got that sick flow. It's just natural drumming, and always just nailing it.
Yeah, I got to see Black Crown Initiate for the first time.
Yeah.
And that bassist that they have, just holy crap.
Really, he's going nuts. No wonder. Oh. Yeah, our bass player loves that band. I was wondering why.
Dude, he was playing a 6-string bass.
Fuck.
And I mean, he was doing finger rolls and taps just like you guys do, and it's like just sitting there watching him play, and it almost took me back to being that young teenager, seeing Cliff Burton and hanging out with him and watching him play, and just that insane talent.
That's sick.
So how's the response been for this album, man? That You Can't Stop Me. I mean,
rad.
Seems like it's just
the people who really like get it. That's what I feel. I just talked to somebody literally just before this at our VIP thing, and he was saying, good job on the new record. He was really enthusiastic and was just saying, like it's definitely like one of my, like he didn't want to sound weird. He's like, I don't want to sound like weird, but he's like, it's one of my favorite records of like all time. Like didn't say it, like, oh my god, you guys are my favorite band. That's my favorite record ever. It's like, no, it wasn't that shit. He was just like, I don't want to like say it like cheesy. He's like, dude, he's like, I feel it, like I get it. And that's what's cool is like you get these people that, they've identified with our story too. So it's like there's more to the record than all of that, than all of the music. I mean, the music has reason behind it, which not to say that our original music didn't have reason behind it, but this was a whole new thing, and we all recognize that too. Like we all recognize, like, yeah, we wrote that record because we like needed to, like we had to fucking finish the record that we started. Like we couldn't let the band die. Like we had to finish it. So it's like it's cool to get those people that come up and they're like, I feel it, like I get it. That's cool.
And how's the crowd's response been to Eddie? I mean,
rad, dude. We get Eddie chants at shows. He's been getting the whole thing, and yeah, dude. I don't know, man. It's just really good. It's real. It's just smooth, man. That's really all I can say. Like it's gone from a spot of not knowing what the fuck is really gonna go on, and kind of having that like whatever, like we're just gonna go do it. Fuck it, if anything, whatever happens, people might not care for us anymore. We want to play music. Let's just do it. To the attitude of like, holy fuck, like it feels like new, fresh, smooth, and really cool. Like it's rad.
So have you guys already started writing while you're doing your time? Because last time we were talking about how you like to write when you get home more than you do when you're on tour.
Yeah. Me and Garza have been writing a lot on our own, and that's kind of where a lot of the ideas will come from anyway. Once me and Garza like link up and start throwing around like actual, structured ideas and stuff like that. But we're all kind of in that mindset right now where we're like, we got this chunk of touring, we're going to India, we got this Europe tour, and then there's a big chunk of time at home, and that chunk of time will probably be writing like actual us writing music together instead of us just talking about like what we want to do for the next record, which I think is pretty important though. Like us all talking about like, yes, we're gonna write a record and this is what we're gonna do with it, and this is the direction we're gonna go. Like that's kind of where we're at right now, and that's why I was talking about like we had a reason to write You Can't Stop Me. Like we're at that point right now. We're kind of putting together the reasons why we want to write another record.
Yeah, well, after the loss that you guys took, I'm sure that had a lot of influence on your writing, losing Mitch and everything, and stepping back up to that plate, and not giving up so easily like a lot of bands have, when something like that happens. So what was it like after Mayhem going overseas? What's the crowds like, man? A lot of American kids are, they see it on the internet, these insane crowds. So which do you prefer, the bigger crowds or the more intimate tour like you're doing now?
Well, I think that they're all really cool. That's the thing. There's so much for me, and I think for our band. Like we can go out and play a show where it's like, oh, tonight's probably the smallest show on the tour. 1,000 cap room, and there's only 500 people in there, half full or something. But it's like that'll end up being the best show or best feeling show. You walk off and you're like, that was fucking way better than last night that was sold out. No, we just whatever. It could be any show. Could be the best show. We're playing at El Corazon. This is kind of not to say it's a dump, but like straight words out of people's mouths earlier today was like, I don't really say this often, but I feel dirty in here. It's like okay, but this could
it's a true metal bar.
It's fucking metal as shit, dude. It's only the second time we played here too. I'm really excited. This could be the fucking best show of the tour. Most favorite show of the year, who knows? And it's in like a stinky, shitty little metal bar, not at a fucking 20,000 cap Euro festival, which is also rad. But nah, man, the nerves and stuff add up on those big shows, and it's like sometimes you can't really like enjoy it. Like we're so goddamn familiar with playing in a shitty ass club that's usually where the best shows happen. You could catch us on a fest and you're gonna see it'll probably be an okay show, but it's like that shit's stressful and hectic and set times.
All the
and
politics behind it.
Getting there on time. We don't get to sound check. Blah blah blah. Well, this shit's fucked up. Doesn't matter. You got to start in 15 minutes. It's like, well, okay, this is fun.
Well, like that's funny that you say that because it's not metal if something doesn't fucking go wrong.
Oh yeah.
And it's definitely not a metal tour.
Yeah.
If and you guys
Everything's
have already,
perfect.
you guys have already had 4 days into this. You had one of your bands flip and roll their gear.
Yep. Fit for Not Sassy blew their transmission. We blew. What do we do? First night of tour, something happened with the kick drum mic or cable or something happened in the middle. Alex was like, "We gotta fix this. We're not fucking playing anymore. I gotta fix this." So we stopped playing, and Eddie's just like, "Whoa, what's up, Santa Cruz?" Like starts fucking riffing. Like everybody, it was funny, but yeah, shit goes wrong.
And so that's how you know you're back at home, right?
True. Yeah, when shit goes wrong and you can just keep it going and let it ride, then yeah, you're on the right tip.
So I bet you probably enjoy being able to come into a state and know that hey, it's recreational.
Love it.
I'm legal. I can have fun. And
yeah.
The stress on stage all of a sudden disappears.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. This is only the second time I've been in Washington since it's been legal. First day when we were hanging out last was the first day that I think anybody sold weed for recreational purpose. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's I've watched it definitely take its the road, and it's kind of nice, seeing how it goes.
How is it going? Have they figured out how to like get it from the growers to the shops?
Actually, they have they've actually got you got to buy several different licenses. You can't be a grower and have a shop and a dispensary.
Can't monopolize it.
Exactly. So they have people that grow, people that make the oils, the butter, stuff like that. and then you got, they all have to have their licenses and inspections.
Yeah.
And then you got your medical places, like for my trach that I've had my medical card. So the medical dispensaries have a whole different guideline.
Mm-hmm.
And then they rape us for the recreational.
I'm sure. Same with
You know,
Colorado.
but now we're almost a year into it, and they're finally coming down to the black market to get rid of that black market on the prices.
Okay.
You know,
is that what happened? Was like it was kind of a rushed legislation that kind of came through?
It voted in, and people wanted it right away.
Both fucking country and state saw dollar sign came together.
And Colorado beat us to it, and on starting off first, and they made millions and millions within January and February of last year. You know, and so now here they are. They're seeing a lot of it. You know, a lot of money's coming from it, and it's kind of nice to see that they're bringing something so beautiful out and making people realize that it's not a Class A narcotic that destroys brains. That
not at all. There's so much to it. I mean, there's people that are literally relying on it for medication as far as like seizure medication, cancer. Seizure is huge, man. It's like
my sister's got 2 tumors, and her tumors have shrunk in 3 years of doing RSO oil, the Rick Simpson oil. I mean, and they're starting to have more and more medical cases showing what it does. You know.
Yeah.
So when you guys are on tour, you know, I mean, you come into states where you can finally smoke and not have to worry about any legalities. What is it like to be able to sit there and toke out with your family, you know, the people that support you 100?
It's really cool. I try and hang out and I rip blunts, joints, whatever, smoke and hang out with everybody. It's always fun, just like stoking somebody out that it's like real, like oh my god, like we're really gonna like they're like shaking, like lighting the joint and shit. And
oh my god, I'm smoking with Mark from Suicide Silence.
I think that's funny. Not funny, but I like it.
It's a nice feeling.
It's a very nice feeling. I'm not like pumping up my ego that it's like this guy's excited to see me. I'm like this guy's excited in general, having a good time, like happy, like that's cool, like, and that makes me feel good, like I can fucking get this guy stoked just by smoking a goddamn joint.
Well, it's like 2 of my nephews and 2 of the nieces were in there for your guys' meet and greet. They've all been just, Robbie and Stacy were really bummed because they enjoyed seeing you at Mayhem.
Yeah. But
they so wanted to meet you and stuff, and just, and now they finally did. And while I was waiting for you guys to get ready, I seen one of them. He's just like super pumped, and he's a vocalist for a death metal band local, here. And
cool.
But he loves your guys' music, and so he was just like really stoked that he finally got to meet who you guys are and see what you're about.
Yeah.
So what's some of the things that you would recommend for young guys like him that want to try to get to the level where you guys are?
Yeah, me and Garza were just talking about this yesterday. Like, it's so hard to explain. Like, the best advice, I think, is knowing that the whole bit, like everything that is involved with being in the music industry is what's involved with it. Like, you have to go to shows, you have to meet people, you have to want to kind of be a part of this community. Like if you don't become a part of the community of metal, it's very I can't imagine how far I would be if I didn't meet like certain people that I didn't even know I had to meet. You know what I mean? But that's what it takes. Like go to the shows, hang out with people, just be there and put in the hours. Like there's this book called Mastery that's like it all talks about dedicating 10,000 hours to anything. If you can dedicate 10,000 hours to anything, you'll become a master at it. And it's like we were talking about how long we've been playing guitar, and we're like that's why we're in a touring band, because we've been playing guitar for fucking 15 years each, and then we're like, but is that really it? Like think about how many fucking everything we did when we were young to like be here right where we are now. Like we went to every single fucking show, talked to every single kid, gave them a flyer, told them what band we were in. You know what I mean? Like
So
everything.
you pretty much did it the way we did in the 80s.
That's
you
the
know,
way
the true
you do
footwork,
it. That's the way you do it.
The real way to do it.
That's the way you do it.
Instead of sitting there on an internet going, oh, we got a show.
I just can't imagine that. I know that people still flyer because I still go to shows and I still get flyers on my car. So I know people still flyer. So I'd imagine that kids need to know that people still flyer, and kids need to know that the more you're in somebody's face, it doesn't matter if you annoy them. You'll annoy them 20 years from now still if they're annoyed. It's like, just keep doing it.
Exactly. So what's some of the tunes now that you just can't wait to get on stage and perform, that you just, your blood just starts, your whole adrenaline just starts going?
Well, it's all different now because we're playing all these old songs with Eddie. So it's like, it's crazy to think about the realities that have came with like the crowd singing, Eddie singing, I'm mouthing the words, like we're singing Mitch's songs. Like You Only Live Once has become a song where it's like, you don't even know what's going to happen every night. It's like it's a different thing every single night. It's like a psychedelic experience. You're like, what the fuck is going to go on right now? And it's just like, you're so far out from where you normally were back then with him, and now it's so different. It's like, that shit gets me fucking really, really going. I'll go real, real deep for that shit. But as far as new stuff goes, I mean, Inherit the Crown is really fun because that's like, Eddie feels really close with that song personally, you know, with that being his introduction kind of, you know, as the new singer. And that song's really fun to play, and it's like, it's also like a task on the right hand, so it's always fun to just kind of like really vibe through it and try not to lose that groove the whole time. Cease to Exist, man, is a thrash song, like our first real, like, I think we've always tried to write a good thrash song on like every one of our records, and this one is like the song.
So is thrash one of your biggest influence of who you are guitar wise?
I'm weird. Like, as far as where I come from, like, really, like, me is way more in the classic vein. Like, I'm a Jimmy Page, Tony Iommi, you know, 70s, 60s, you know,
the true beginning of
I
heavy.
like that R&B when R&B was R&B. I like Pete Townshend's songwriting, you know, like, not that Pete Townshend's like this amazing guitar player, but he wrote really good songs. But then, yeah, I like 70s shit, you know, but really, discovering Pantera, figuring out that like how much Dime listened to like Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen and stuff, that might sound weird, but that's because I'm 27, that's how I figured it out. Like, oh, Dime listened to a lot of these guys, and that's how I really got into like figuring out who these sick guitar players were from the 70s and from the 80s. Yeah, you know, figuring out like John McLaughlin, Al Di Meola, and or not Vinnie Moore, but what's his name?
Vinnie Vincent?
No, Alan Holdsworth. But I did get into Vinnie Moore too, that fucking, for a little while. All that guitar shred, I eventually was into that.
Well, that's like Uli John Roth.
Yeah.
You know, he's ironically, Scorpions are coming back out and they're doing a reissue of 180 gram vinyl of Virgin Killer.
Yeah, so it's heavy as fuck.
Yeah, you know, and then all of a sudden here comes Uli, who hasn't talked with those guys, and now all of a sudden he decided to go back and do all of his Scorpion and redo them and re-record them for this new double disc that's just insane.
Fuck.
You know?
They planned all this when they said they were done, and they played like, didn't they play Wacken like 2012, and I was like, their last show ever?
You know, I don't think any band that's at that level could ever really truly retire.
What's Motley Crue doing then?
They were never at that level. They're a total glam metal band.
True.
They weren't Scorpions. They weren't.
It's very true.
They're definitely not Ozzy. You know, Motley Crue. I honestly think that they're gonna be that band that truly does
quit
and do their solo stuff. You know, I mean, Mick's already writing with his new project. Nicky's already doing the same. Tommy's doing the same.
Yeah, they're tired of having people call them up and be like, yeah, let's do a reunion again. And they're like, nah, let's like just never do that again. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, and Vince is doing his thing in Vegas. And his race car, and now he's also buying into a football team. And, you know, same as the Kiss guys. So with the internet being as big as it is for information, what is your outlook on this Kanye West, Paul McCartney getting together, and now all these kids that are fans of Kanye are crediting him for giving Paul McCartney a career?
wasn't it just like a couple of tweets that were like really just stupid kids or something?
Oh no, it got big for a while there. A lot of his fans truly believe that he's the one that's putting Paul McCartney on the map.
I live in a weird world where I pay no attention to bullshit like that, and that doesn't exist. And if I can ignore it well enough to not know enough about it, then I'm doing the world a favor and not knowing about bullshit like that.
You know, I was talking with Mike, the guitarist of Emir, of course, and he brought up a good point about it, that a lot of people I don't think really look at it, is all Kanye really did was enlighten these people to what we've all known.
Yeah.
You know, that this is a man that's extremely talented.
Yeah.
And has been now for 50 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Final question of the night that I'm really having fun with. Super Bowl, halftime. It's a big petition going around to put Metallica in the Bay Area at halftime for Super Bowl 50.
That'd be sick.
Do you honestly think we'll ever see a true metal band get up there and not lip sync?
Huh.
Do you think Metallica might be that first one?
Well, I think Metallica might be that first one. Fuck, hopefully I'm not wrong about this. I thought Katy Perry wasn't lip syncing. I thought it was because she sounded kind of shitty. So it was like, I was like, oh, that sounds live. I bet they're doing this live because Red Hot Chili Peppers did that thing where they unplugged their shit. So now this year they're gonna come out here and like actually sing. But whatever, I don't fucking care.